The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Cal's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Golden Bears will hustle to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Smashes it between the uprights. Get a field goal on the opening drive.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Arizona State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of
Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got him. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gapped.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Golden Bears moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
He'll bring it back. Side is 5. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Now the pressure is on to keep pace as they start this drive trailing 21-10. He'll start this drive firing. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He wants to throw it again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Oklahoma State escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Pokes fans could have done without this one being so close. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run it from the gun, finding open areas. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Looking for room at the 40. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Bringing the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Punt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds a man by himself. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the returner goes down. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time. Turning it on! Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Complete on 3rd down. Made a defender miss. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in, it's late. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Here's the pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And what a show we've seen from the man behind center. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Using the quick game. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Try to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Snatches it on the right. It's a running room. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Gets it out fast. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Touchdown, Cal! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they trailed 35-17. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And we've seen a tremendous show from this freshman behind center. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And the returner will be knocked down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing...
There he goes! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Runs out of bounds at the 30. Third down coming up.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Throwing on the run. And incomplete on the deep ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Valentine.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Sun Devils are on the move. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle, it's Valentine. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They'll go back to the ground. Runs through the tackle. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. The Sun Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the beatdown has ensued. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
Finds his tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. The Golden Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's good. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Off play action on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Golden Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here's a heat. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Mills. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Motion from the wideout. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cal! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Looking left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got the tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hucks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man on the right. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking deep down the right side. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. He's going to take... Oh, he's got some space. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. Buys a little time with his feet. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Fitted in the window for the score. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks the tackle. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. The Golden Bears in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Mills. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Complete to the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Golden Bears are on the move.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Got his man. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pulls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They're going back to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up.
Turning it on. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to.
He's got it on the outside. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. It'll be 3rd and long.
Timeout.
From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lobs one high down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the punishment has been extended. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one It's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's late. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football